to do. So yeah. Thank you for your question. I got the next people in. You said, is it just me or do you look like Johnny Depp? I've never heard that. Look, people say I look like just about everybody, but I've never been told I look like Johnny Depp before. All right, interesting. Well, okay. You know, I'm not gonna knock you for that. Everybody sees what they see. What's up, Lay? On Twitch? Is it possible to make reactors as kits for people at home? Nah, not really. It probably won't be legal to sell that, to be honest. I mean, that's like selling a moonshine kit. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother?
All right, what's your question?
Yo, first of all, bro, it's a pleasure speaking with you. You're like a modern genius nowadays, honestly. Also want to say, bro, what like the microwave parts that you're taking out for anything else, like basically, can it be used for anything else?
The microwave parts that I take out of the microwaves, can they be used for other things? I mean, yeah, the transformers can be used as a power source for many things, but they were designed specifically for microwaves. So unless you're just making, like, you can make a welder out of those transformers, for example. You can find videos on that. But for the most part, the most thing you want to do is keep them where what they were created to do, which is, you know, you be in microwave ovens. What's up, Brandy Clark on YouTube? Thank you for your question. I got some other people I gotta let in, man. Appreciate you for your support. I appreciate everybody for their support, actually. Anybody that wants to donate and help the project, Mark 4.5 is completely funded off of your donation, so I truly appreciate anybody that that wishes to help out the project in any way. Thank you all very much for your donations. Let's let in the next person here. Bro, thanks, my kid's gonna have a good future. Listen, guys, we have to remember that, you know, it might sound kind of corny when you say the future is in our hands, but it truly is. So, like, if you give up on the future, then how are you gonna blame anybody else for not, you know, having a future? You gotta be a part of it. You are a part of it. You're a part of the present, and you're building the future. Will you make the machine bigger? Yep, we're building Mark 4.5 right now, my biggest machine. What's up, God's Last King on YouTube? What's up, my brother?
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up with you?
Hey man, here I'm chilling. I'm working on some music in the next room, but I've been watching your stuff for a while, and it's dope to see that you've made such progress already, and you're up to like Mark 4, I think you said now, right?
Mark 4 and Mark 4.5.
That's what's up, brother, man. It's really dope to see you work. My question is, in terms of scaling down to make something more accessible for the demographic in the United States, what is that model going to look like, or have you started working on that already?
No, we can't. We can't just have these machines in people's houses. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be legal. So right now, you know, my first machines are going to be built in the U.S. because I'm currently in Georgia, and that my first industrial machine, that is Mark 5, we're going to start building that around this summer. So yeah, we're already working on that now. As we speak.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep supporting. I'll keep an eye out. I'm in New York as well, so I mean, you know, as far as the Midwest and the East, I know that there's always been a push for electric cars, but I mean, to see something like this become a reality is huge.
Thank you for the donation, Surge, on TikTok. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution to history. Yeah, man, exactly. I mean, here's the truth, right? I don't have anything against electric cars. If you want to drive electric. But we should have an option if we want to drive electric or gas. We shouldn't have to outlaw gas cars. Because you know what? Electric cars get their electricity from power grids which run off of fossil fuels. You know what I'm saying? And then they have, of course, you know how we all know how they get their batteries. So what I'm trying to say is, ultimately, if we could turn our plastic waste, which is polluting our oceans, into fuel, the plastic from these electric cars when they're done being used into fuel, right? Then surely I think we can make things work out. Thank you for your question, brother. I gotta let some other people in.
No problem, brother. Salute.
Absolutely. What was I gonna say? Oh, YouTube. Do you have a team, or do you do everything by yourself? When it comes to building the machines physically, I do everything by myself. I have some people I work with behind the scenes, in terms of organizational things, but yeah, for the most part, most of everything I do is by myself because, you know, I would say my moderators are my team. Moderators on the TikTok live. But that's pretty much it. Thank God you're still alive. Hey, I'm gonna be alive until all the ocean plastics out the ocean, or at least until we have the solution for it out there. That's why I started this project. That's why I'm gonna finish this project. Will you hire employees? Yes, of course. You know how many jobs this technology is going to create? It's going to create a vast chasm of jobs. I'm trying to let some people in here, but sometimes it says people decline. I don't know if it's on their end or my end. But what's up?
Yo, whoa. Okay, so I have a number of questions. One, how many pounds of plastic does it take to maybe fuel a car for 60 miles?
There's too many variables in that question because like every car is a different mile per gallon. So if you, I'll just say it like this: to make a gallon of gasoline, it's about 20 pounds of plastic.
Okay, I'm in Africa right now. What would it take to bring your patent or your project to Africa?
It's not going to take much. Once Mark V is built and it's proven that it can be done industrially in a continuous scale and it's a proper business model, I can get there just off of a loan. I don't even have to get investors. So once I built Mark V, you know, everybody that's all over the world, it's not going to be long until we're everywhere. Trust me, guys. We're going to have a manufacturing facility and we'll be able to pump these out everywhere.
Right on. God bless you. Much needed work.
Thank you. Bless you as well.
Right.
You said, please don't let money get in the way. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if money was my focus, I would have already got it. I've had tons of opportunities to just sell out. That's not the point. Are you afraid of being targeted? No, I'm not afraid of anything, actually, because it's not doing anything for me. Being afraid is not getting this project any closer to being finished. What's up?
I don't know if it's a stupid question, but does the gasoline that you create from your machines pollute the air?
So here's the thing, right? Burning anything will create pollution because burning anything will create oxidation products like smoke, for example, right? It's a matter of how much can we reduce the pollutants. So you burn gasoline, it will pollute the air, right? We know that.
Yes.
You burn natural gas, it will pollute the air. So if you burn my fuel, it will do the same, but will it be more than the regular fuel? Of course, we don't want it to be. We've read research papers, and the research papers have shown that it isn't more polluting. But yes, when you burn something that will, emit CO2, it will emit some other things as well. So yeah, in that sense of the word, it will pollute the air. But the goal is for not to pollute the air any more than the regular products. And from what we have anecdotally seen, like when we ran the diesel truck, the exhaust was completely clear. People said the exhaust smelled better than regular diesel. And we read some research papers showing there's actually less sulfur emissions in plastic diesel versus regular diesel. We can assume that so far it's looking like it's equal or less. So that's the main thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
We'll support.
Appreciate you. Much love. Much love.
Much love.
And you guys on TikTok, if you want to come in, you got to request to come in as a guest. Guys, the Instagram has gone out. You know what it does. It does this like every 15 minutes or so when I'm live. It completely goes out, and I have to restart the whole live stream to let people come in and ask questions again. So, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to restart the live. How do you make profit? It's not going to be that difficult to make profit, especially if the machine can run off of itself. If the machine runs off of itself, you're going to make profit from not only all the products, but the idea of taking in plastic and truly recycling. So there's going to be many, many avenues of profit with this machine or these machines. I'm not even worried about that. Thank you, Nozia, for the donations on TikTok. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody that's donated. Thank you, Danny D, for the roses on TikTok. Sorry, guys, I had to restart the live on Instagram because it goes out every now and then, and I have to restart the whole live to allow people to come back in as a guest. What's up, Neo-Capitalism on Twitch? I'll answer your question in a second. When are you going to start selling stock? I don't know. It probably might be a few years. What's up? Are you there? Hello? We cannot hear you. Thank you, Nozia. Thank you so much. She is donating crazy. Thank you so much, Nozia, truly for your contribution to the project. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we cannot hear you, brother. We cannot hear you. Can you guys hear him? I cannot hear him. Looking dapper today? Thank you, thank you. I was afraid I looked like a leprechaun too much. All right, so I cannot hear you. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let you out because we got a lot of other people that want to come in. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's your connection. You said give us the schematics. I've already shown people how to build it on my YouTube channel. I showed that like last year. It's your boy Skimble. Wanted to let you know I'm in the hospital right now. Oh man, I hope you get better, Skimble. I hate to hear that. Provide the right environment, the pyrolysis could have its pollution repurposed. Exactly. Like the CO2 could be fed into an algae tank to be turned into what do you call it? It makes the algae grow. Thank you, Nozia, again for all the donations on TikTok. I appreciate you. What's up, man?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
So I have a quick question on, have you like tested like the lubricative effectiveness of your plastic diesel versus like biodiesel or regular low sulfur number 2?
No, I have not because I have not had the tools to test such. However, that is these types of things are things I absolutely want to do. These types of tests, but fortunately, I always tell people this. Like, let's say we did test it, right, and it wasn't lubricative enough. Just add some oil to it,
Yeah.
and it's like the same thing with the octane. When people are like, "Is the octane too low or too high?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have the tools to test it. But if it turns out to be too low of octane, just add some ethanol."
Yeah. Just kind of what I'm looking at from like a mechanical standpoint.
Yeah.
Like everything in that fuel system needs to be lubricated. Your pumps, your injectors, your transfer pumps, all of that stuff needs lubrication. That's why they still have a little bit of sulfur still in diesel. And
Right.
biodiesel is inherently lubricated because it's cooking oil.
Right.
But yeah, no, just from like a mechanical standpoint, it's just something I was looking at. And are you thinking about going like bigger, kind of like how how they have like wood processing plants, like they just take scrap wood and they turn it into energy? Are you thinking like doing like a big facility, like the same thing, or are you just trying to keep it on a small scale?
I'm trying to keep decentralized, smaller facilities, but when I say smaller, they're still going to be large compared to what I've built. Like they're going to still be big enough to like take in, a whole school's worth of plastic waste a day type thing. Thank you for buying the badge, cool me.
If you're doing 20 pounds a gallon, think about what a ton could do.
Yeah, right. And you see, like, we're getting 20 pounds a gallon in my inefficient machine. When the machine gets bigger and better, and we get better condensers, for example, we're only going to get more and more per gallon, more and more per kilowatt that we put in. Thank you. I got some other people I got to live in, man. But appreciate you. Thank you, Solarman, for the donations on TikTok. Thank you again, Nozia. You said I have a question. What's your question, Nozia? Are you happy to answer? Okay, we got no... Some person on YouTube just said, where's Rachel's Giat? What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up? I'm great. How are you?
I was wondering, loved your videos, by the way. I have a microwave. I was wondering if there's a way to donate microwaves to you.
Yeah, where are you located?
I'm in Maryland.
Maryland, yeah. Yeah, I would absolutely take that from you. Even I'll pay for the shipping. Send me an email, business@naturejab.com, and we'll get that sorted out.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
I was also wondering, kind of a little off topic, but what do you think about Stan Meyer and like that water car that you had? Do you think that was real or?
Yeah, I do. The technology made sense and such, and his disappearance, you could say, was definitely something suspicious. But ultimately, the thing is, I think that, with his technology, it literally did replace what was in the market, right? My technology is not going to replace anybody. It's going to add to what's going on. So I don't think that's going to be a risk here at all.
Yeah. Do you think like getting that? I think it's like a big island, right? That's just a
plastic.
Getting that out on a boat would be great.
Right.
You could just put it right into like a tanker and.
Exactly. Thank you for the donations, 420 Enoch. Exactly. That's the long-term goal. I want to get this on a boat. I want to go out in the oceans and just, have the boat self-sustaining off of the reactor until all the plastic is gone,
That's great,
It's
man.
out
Hey,
there.
you're doing it. You're doing it.
And we're gonna get to it. Thank you, man. Thank
Hey,
you
I'm
for
gonna
your
send you
question.
that microwave. And
All right.
definitely try to spread the word.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
See you, man. Peace.
Yep.
Stay safe.
Yeah, guys, I've been saying this, but once we build Mark 5, maybe even Mark 4.5, it depends on how good it runs and works. I'm gonna let you guys send your plastic to me. I'll let you in, cool me. Last time I let you in, your mic was not working or something was going on. It was lagging and stuff, so. What's up?
Yo, bro, I just got one quick question for you.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to pretty much get this whole thing up off the ground? Like what made you come across an idea so great like this?
It was just a matter of, I've always been a very independent, kind of rebellious type of person. And I've also been very passionate about the environment. And when I learned that only 5% of plastics are recycled and I was paying for a recycle bin and they were lying, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to take it in my own hands. I'm not going to rely on any company or any governing body. I'm just going to recycle it myself. So I looked up ways how to recycle myself at home in an environmentally friendly way, because you don't want to just burn the plastic, of course. And I found pyrolysis, and then I started to embark on that. And then it got to the point where it wasn't just, oh, I'm just building this machine for myself, but I then started to figure out within the disciplines of pyrolysis why it isn't being done at a big scale, how it can be done better to be available at a big scale. And now that's where we are now, where I'm innovating my own unique design.
Likewise, I love it, man. You sound such like myself, man. I mean, I've always been an individual that's been inspired to, like, just go for what you know, because you don't know how it's going to turn out until you try it. But that's good work, man. I mean, I appreciate it. I've been sharing your videos and stuff like that. I mean, hey, I just wish you the best at what you do, prosperity, and definitely your safety, bro, because these people are with the trickery out here. So I just basically your safety is the most important thing of it all. Over your day.
Man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much, man.
Absolutely,
truly.
Man. Keep doing the good deed, man. Do what you do.
For sure. All right,
Absolutely.
man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Somebody on TikTok said, "Can I oil you up?" What is it? See this what happens every day in live stream. Every damn live stream. I missed your question too, Nozia. I'm sorry, but see, this is what happens every damn live stream on TikTok. Y'all over here always saying some weird things, always calling me your father, and then talk about oiling me up and weird stuff. But to turn you into some damn oil with my machine. I'm gonna stop with this weird stuff. Weird as hell. Hello? Hello? No, you didn't have to block him, Solomon. I don't really believe in blocking people because, I mean, even if somebody was negative or whatever, I just don't believe in any type of censorship, to be honest. Yo, are you here? Okay, he's not here. Okay, good. All right, next, Ryan Thomas. Okay, then can you oil me up instead? The top G said, okay, then can you oil me up instead?
Hey, man, what's going on?
What's up?
I got a couple questions for you. Well, I guess I got one question for you. I was wondering, so since you've been doing all this, have you received any, threats from people, or are you worried about that type of thing? From, big corporations asking to buy your product and stuff, and if you say no, then are you worried about something like that?
No, I'm not worried. I haven't had that. The main thing I've run into is not some big corporation or some 3-letter organization, but literally just normal people around me trying to take advantage. That's the number one thing I've had issues with more than anything.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if some company or organization did try to make threats, I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I've seen a couple of your videos where you're saying I'm in perfect health and such things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's kind of
people always say, just say it, just comment it. Okay, I was like, whatever, I will. I'm not scared, so I personally don't care either way. I mean, like I said, I've said this many times, but I just feel like a part of, a huge part of why I'm even living is to do this. So I'd rather not be living than to not do this. So if they threaten my life, then I'm still going to do this anyway, because it's just like, what I want to.
Yeah.
I started it out of passion, and I'm going to end it out of passion. That's just what it is.
Yep. I like that, man.
For sure,
All
for
right,
sure.
that's all I have for you. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Yep.
you.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, mods on TikTok. Let's not ban anybody, all right? Because people always get mad at me. They think I'm banning them. They're like, "You banned me from your live stream." Well, no, I did. Anyways, now we got the Q&A in the Discord. If people want to come in and ask questions, you have to come into the Discord server and then come join the Q&A. All right, we got it started on the Discord, but nobody joined yet. So I'll let some more people. Oh, never mind. People already joined. I was about to say I'll let some more people in on the Instagram in the meantime. Hey, guys on the Discord, you have to raise your hand if you want to come in. All right, if you want to come in and ask your question, you have to raise your hand. Let me set this up. Yeah, you got to raise your hand or else I won't be able to let you in. So nobody's raising their hand, so we're going to let somebody else in the Instagram in the meantime. Oh, now somebody raised their hand. You see what happens? All right. All right. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So in terms of scale, because I know every time you mention the productivity of the machine, you usually mention like the increase in size, the largeness of it, more power you can get out. My question, I guess, is further down the line when you have increased funding and access to like improved technology, will it allow you to scale the model down in size without sacrificing the power?
There are certain things like microwaves need to have a certain geometry to them, so the machine can literally only physically be so small. And there really are very few advantages to being small, to be honest with you. I mean, because like I said, like I'm getting efficiency in my Mark IV machine, which is already pretty small for a reactor anyway. So to be honest, I'm not very interested in going smaller. I've already been smaller. And, you know, there's just so many improvements and benefits to making it bigger. But thank you for your question, though. All right, next, we're going to let in L with the dog profile picture. I cannot see the rest of the name. All I see is a little dog profile picture, but now you're up to speak, L.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, my question is, if I were to donate $500, would that give me access to seeing NatureJab? You know what I mean?
You can see me now for free.
I'm at the jab. Your jab.
What is that? Is that a part of you are talking about like the reactor?
Your reactor.
Okay, you know what? You're gonna go back. No. You're out of here. What on earth? Oh, weird. See, this I'm telling you, every damn live stream, y'all come in here and doing this weird stuff, and I'm trying to answer real questions, and I'm trying to educate with real knowledge, and y'all come up in here talking about you want to see the jab. What's wrong with y'all? What's up?
Yo. Hey, bro, so this not really a question, it's more so a statement.
Yeah.
You've been doing, bro. I'm a follower on Instagram. I came on here just now, years, but I see it's a talking about your legit. It's like if you already said you're not worried about safety, I feel like a lot of people need to stop trying to wish that on you. You feel me? Like if you're doing God's work, you're already protected. By your demeanor, I can already tell that you know this.
Right.
So I just wanted to say something to the audience. Stop wishing that shit on them.
You know, I never made a formal video where I'm just telling people, like, I'm not scared. You know, I've always said that on live streams, so maybe that's what it is. But I think no matter what, people say that because it's a meme, you know? It's a meme to them. It's funny, internet stuff. I knew this was going to happen when I showed this to internet people before I showed it to actual scientists, right?
People got to understand the power of the tongue, though, bro. That's all I'm saying. That shit ain't cool. But I feel you, though. 1,000%.
Yeah, right. Exactly, man. Hey, I appreciate you, truly. Peace out, man. The Discord link, it's in the bio. It's in my bio. So you go into my bio, you join the Discord, and you can come into the audience. Next, we're gonna let in Dark. You said that was a voice changer? Do you guys think that guy was a voice changer? That person that wants the NatureJab? You think that was a voice changer and that was a dude? Because Southeast Grid says it was. What's up, Dark?
Hello.
Hey.
So just kind of like found you through the For You page like recently. So my question really is just like, what sort of makes you like sort of drives you forward to think that this could be like something massive, and like obviously it is massive, but like will people see that? Because a lot of people are gonna think, oh no, the old ways are the best ways because it just works, and they won't have like hopes for it.
I think that most people already see this as it's gonna be huge and gonna work because I don't care. You know, people, we don't really care what the old way was. If there's an efficient way to turn plastic waste in our ocean that's polluting our world into something that's actually usable and destroy it and remove all microplastics, I think that in itself is so. It's just such a powerful message alone. And then you talk about this process as carbon neutral, and then you talk about it could be run off of renewables, and you talk about the machine makes enough fuel to run itself. Then at that point, it's just like, you know, we're gonna do this anyway because like it's just like, come on now, you know, that's all it is. It's just as simple as, it's something that's absolutely necessary. Think about like we don't even know all the effects of what this plastic in the ocean is going to do to us.
Yeah.
Let alone the planet. We don't know what's going to do to us until a little bit longer. And by the time we figure out, it's probably too late. So I personally see this, and most people seem to personally see this as an absolute necessity, regardless of what the old way was anyway, right? We got to do this. Thank you for your question, man.
Thank you.
On YouTube, I've been missing you guys on YouTube. Let me get to you guys asking stuff on YouTube. Is there a cleaning process for the plastic? You would like to clean the plastic. You don't have to. The microwaves are going to destroy anything. But it's better if you clean the plastics, because if you like have some oil on the plastics, like some food residue, now you're not just making plastic diesel. You're making plastic food oil diesel. So it's like variables, you know. If you want to get a consistent product, you have to go ahead and do that. Have you done any analytical tests of the product? Yeah, on my Patreon, you can see our lab tests with the plastic diesel. But you have to be a member of the Patreon. What's the efficiency of the product compared to everyday diesel, gas, propane, or coal from fossil fuels? I don't have exact numbers on that, because that's kind of, you know, I only have anecdotal evidence on that. All right, now let me let in I on the Discord.
Hey, man.
What's up?
So I had an idea to gain some publicity and do an experiment. And I'm not sure how familiar you are with the car culture or whatever. And if you've heard of the cannonball run, where they try and drive from New York to San Francisco as fast as they can.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And I thought of an idea to take several of the same model of car, and then have one car on plastic diesel, one car on plastic gas, and one car on regular gas and diesel, and then we can just go as far as we can to see which one outperforms the other one, and then you can put that on YouTube and live stream it and try and gain a couple following. And if you do it at the right time of year, you can hit up the SEMA show on the way back, and then you can pay for an exhibit there to showcase plastic diesel and meet potential customers or partners in the future.
I like that idea. I do like that idea, and I want to do all that type of stuff. You know, right now we're building the Mark 4.5. So once Mark 4.5 is built, because obviously we need to have enough fuel to do that, right? Made. So once Mark 4.5 is built, it's going to make a lot of fuel, and yeah, I'll be saving it up to do all those type of collaborative things that I think will be great for publicity. Thank you for that suggestion, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hey, man, just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. All right, next we're going to let in Edith. Guys, if you want to come in and ask questions, you have to be in the Discord server. It's in my bio.
Hello, I just want to ask, are there any emissions within the process from you converting the plastics into the products?
No, the actual reactor has absolutely no emissions, and I'll tell you why. The reason why it has no emissions, and I can say that so assuredly, is because the would-be emissions are literally the fuel products that we get from it. So if we're emitting that, then we're losing our fuel and we're losing energy, which means we're losing money.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we're gonna let in Mellow Yellow.
Yo,
What's up?
yeah, the NatureJab. So I heard you talking about it. You said that your reactors, you wouldn't care if somebody made one after you patented it. So I'm wondering, like, when you gonna drop a mini reactor for us to buy like $25, like the microwaves.
I probably can't.
Don't release your reactors.
I probably can't sell them. That probably is illegal to sell these types of things, given what they create. That's like selling a whiskey still. That's like on the black market. But what I have done is I have literally shown how I built these things on YouTube. So, you know, if you have welding experience, you can pretty much make one.
Okay. And what interested you in that? I heard you said you've been studying this since you were 17. What interested you in learning about the life? Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Pyrolysis. Yeah, what really got me into it was just, you know, the idea of I want to figure out a way how to recycle plastics myself at home by myself, you know, not having to rely on some type of, you know, external thing. And that's where it started. And then when I figured out you can make oils from it too, like extract the energy from the plastic, that just made it even better. Because it all started off as just a way of recycling it. But then when you can make oils, now that's a whole different field of it.
You ain't got no people you teaming up with to help like bring in plastics from the sea or anything like that. No contracts written up.
I got some connections. It's just a matter of getting the next machine. But once that next machine is built, Mark V, I got the connections to the oceans and stuff.
All right, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I appreciate you having me on here.
Appreciate you.
Checking you out.
For sure. For sure, man. Appreciate you. Take care. All right, next we're letting G.
Yeah, hello?
What's up?
All right, so patent wise, how far along are you in the patent process? And after hopefully it's patented, what's your next step after that? And also, have you received any pushback in the patent process?
No, I haven't received pushback because I filed a provisional, but I'm working regardless of where, you know, to get the non-provisional patents. That can take years and years to get approved, and I'm just gonna keep working anyway. Like probably before the time my patent actually goes through and it's no longer patent pending, I have my next 2 designs patent pending anyway. So you know, I'm not letting the patent really hold anything on me or anything. I primarily got it so that way somebody or some company doesn't just steal the patent or my design and then like hide it or something, or like, you know, try to make it some evil corporation more than anything. But ultimately, I want it to be open source for people. So that's what's up. Thank you for your question, man.
Thank you.
All right, next we got Patrick. Patrick, I have invited you to come up. What's up?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, by the way, for accepting, and I subscribe to your Instagram too. So I know you said you want to scale up like your reactor. What do you think about like scaling it down, making it commercially available, and possibly adding it to like vehicle, like I mentioned before, with a cannonball run, like adding it to like a car and like making basically a car run plastic?
You know, that's gonna, you know, the odds of that, because here's the thing. There's a lot that goes to the reactor more than just like it's just a single container. Like, you know, like I think you're probably thinking like, kind of like the Mr. Fusion, like, oh, it's just one container that has everything. But the reactor needs like a power source. It needs storage tanks for the fuels it creates. It needs a place for the plastics to go in, some type of feed for it. At least with my current design and how it currently is fit, it would not work in a car. At the biggest, it could work on a trailer. You know what I'm saying? At the smallest. But to be inside of a car, it wouldn't work.
Do you think you'll be able to scale it down enough to make it like maybe use it like a generator or something? Where,
you know,
put it in your home and just add plastic to it.
Once I get a hold of these real industrial power magnetron microwave generators and I see how efficient they are, that may be possible. You know, I'm not going to say no. that definitely is not the focus, because the focus is to get rid of all plastic waste before, doing that.
Okay, yeah.
But,
yeah,
that might come later, Or maybe somebody else will, be inspired by what I've done and then focus on that. And that's amazing. But my personal focus is to get it all out the oceans above all else, because we can have fun with it and build cars off of it, but if our oceans are still where they're at, it's not really going to mean much if we're having fun, driving around, putting plastic in the cars we're going, which is really cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But thank you, man.
Thank you for your time.
Right.
Appreciate
it. All right, next we're letting T-Dub. You're up, T-Dub. Thank you, Solomon. What's up?
I've been seeing a lot of your reels and all this on Instagram that you're turning plastic into diesel or whatever. Now is that just diesel? You don't I'm sure you plan on exploding your whole process, but do you plan on selling out to like third-party refiners or processors to have it serve regular fuel?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to sell my fuel to like the regular refineries, because I personally don't want to go through the whole permitting process of trying to sell it myself. That's just an absolute disaster. So I'm definitely going to just go ahead and just sell my fuels to Shell and BP, so that way they don't think I'm trying to replace them either.
Right. Yep. Work with them, make you money. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. All right, appreciate you, man. Next, we're gonna let in B. Thank you, Solomon, for the donations on TikTok. What's up, man?
Peace and love. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. What's up, King? How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am blessed to heaven, brother. So, stay right here. So, I am the director and head cultivator of the Cal, Rhode Island here. If you look on my page, we go math, kind of other things that I'm not going to list on your page. But with that being said, I have a crew of my own fellas watching you for a while now. So, most of that. We got you, brother. So, I see anything you're looking for right now, the full loan or whatever, we got you. So, it's a very, very simple thing right now. I just want to make sure that we can have this conversation and put the NDAs there because our information is valid. I want to make sure that you get a patent free of charge. I'm actually going to donate funds to make sure you get a patent and everything is solidified. But with that being said, I want to make sure that you retain ownership of what you're doing and nobody can get ahead of that. And provide security and anything else you need right now. And I'm not gonna.
Let's send me an email and we'll discuss. We can set up a meeting.
You got to modify, right? If I can get an email to you or whatever, but there's a lot of little things we can patch up. I don't even want to ask too many scientific questions, but I'm on the means of investing and making sure that we retain things. We have 80 acres in Haiti that we personally own as a family. We have land here in Rhode Island. We have a facility that we grow here for Rhode Island. We personally grow for Method Man. We're Team to Cow. We grow in Massachusetts and like 39 other states. We have a facility here, one of the biggest facilities here.
Hey, one second, man.
Rhode Island.
One second.
And the owner right now could literally...
Wait, hold up. Hey, listen. Let's discuss this over a Zoom call or something. Like I said, send me an email. I don't discuss business over on live streams.
Do that right now.
All right, so yeah, send me an email. Thank you very much for your belief in the project and your support, of course, man. Yeah, peace and love. All right, let me lay it in Dark, and then we got somebody else with their hand up. Hello? What's up?
Yeah, just made me think that the guy that was talking about the cars doing like one with diesel, one with plastic diesel. Would there obviously they'd be the same cars? Would there be any manufacturing variances that could affect either car? So like imperfections in one, and then like another set of imperfections in the other car. If that were to happen, would it be minimal, or would it be enough to cause like miscalculations? Or
no, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so because, from the tests we've done anecdotally on the plastic diesel, putting in the go-kart and a truck, and the plastiline, putting in a weed whacker, It runs the engines pretty much the exact same. Like you personally wouldn't know that it was a different fuel put in there. And even on a chemical level,
Yeah.
these are very, very similar. They may not be exactly the same fuel, but they are like sisters, you know? So I don't think, that there'll be any huge variables in how the engine was made or manufactured. It shouldn't be, because the whole point of this fuel is you can put it right into your car the way it is. You don't have to adjust your engine to accept plastic-made fuels. You can just put it in your car. So yeah, I wouldn't think so, but of course we gotta see that on a scientific level once we get to the point where we
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
type of experience. Thank you for your question. All right, next, L wants to come in again. Hopefully, L has an actual question this time.
I think it's so rude you hung up on me last time.
Yeah, you think it's rude I hung up because you were getting weird.
It's not weird. It was a legit question. So if I can't see the NatureJab for $500, do I at least get access to Drake and your OnlyFans?
Guys, I don't even know what to respond to this nonsense.
Can I see the comments saying I'm thirsty? I'm just openly asking questions. This is the Q&A.
Okay, but this is not part of the agenda. This is a different type of question that has nothing to do with this reactor.
So we can just talk about your reactor.
Yeah, I'm building Mark 4.5.
So it's 4.5?
You know what? Nah. Oh my goodness. I should have known letting that person back in is not gonna go anywhere. I should have known. I try to give these people a chance.
Hey, man,
Yeah, I can hear you.
How's it going, man? It's great to talk to you. So I have a question about your refining process.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your question?
So essentially when you blast the diesel, right, you have heavy oil, gasoline, and diesel all mixed into one. And I'm curious about how you're refining that into diesel.
We just use a refinery, like the same refineries that are already using this road to turn crude oil into the products. Separate them.
Well, I've watched your documentary and watched a lot of your live streams, watched a lot of stuff, but I've never seen you talk about how you refine the blasted diesel that you make. And I saw you run that truck. I've seen a lot of things, no shade at all whatsoever. Just I'm curious about what process you're using to take out the heavy oil.
It's called, the process is called distillation. I have a whole series on YouTube. It's called distilling or chemically refining and distilling pyrolysis oil. So I have probably 20 YouTube videos on the distilling of it.
Awesome. I'm going to go watch those, man. I'm really glad you answered that question. I just, from my point of view, I haven't watched too much, I guess, but I just, it makes me nervous when you throw something like that into a truck and I go, whoa, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Right. Thank you for the donation,
well,
crowd.
Man, I really appreciate all you're doing, and I hope the world for you. All right, we need to get this plastic out of our oceans.
For sure. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, you have a good one.
All right. I'll let in dark again. Thank you for the donation again, Proud Black Child. Thank you, the dude, for the donation. What's up, Dark?
So yeah, I just had a question, sort of more off. It's still on topic, but like I see a lot of comments saying about your safety, because obviously it's quite a big industry that you're trying to penetrate, but that's not the reason you're trying to get into the industry. Are you at all worried about your safety?
No.
Like you say, I remember I watched a reel saying, I think you said publicity is the best shield or something like that. It was the more publicity you get is the safer you are.
No, I'm not worried about my safety. No.
Like not at all, or like just
not at all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Nobody else has their hands up in here. Oh, here we go. Hello? Hello? Are you here? He's muted. Oh, what's up?
Hey, man. How's it going?
I'm good. What about you?
Oh, wait. My bad. I'm trying to keep this on the speaker. Okay, so.
You went out there.
For this problem.
You went out there. I can't hear you. Your thing is cutting out.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'll join again.
All right then. Let me let somebody in here on the Instagram in the meantime while this guy comes back in. We'll let in Osama bin Paid. Oh Lord, what am I getting myself into with these names? We've already experienced enough weird stuff for the day. What could Osama bin Paid possibly have to say on this? I won't even let him in. Okay, it won't even let Osama bin Paid into the Instagram. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's divine intervention. Because I don't know what's going on with these names. I don't know what's going on with these people coming in here. These thirsty people coming in here. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Okay, so nobody, for some reason, it's not letting anybody come in on the Instagram. I don't know what's going on that. It's not letting Osama bin Paid come in here. It's not letting anybody. All right. So we're gonna go back to the Discord then. Oh, here we go. What's up?
Yo, what's up, bro? Peace, bro.
What's up, man?
Real quick, right? So I heard everything that everybody was just saying, and universally, right? You're at the legacy level, like you're a living legend right now, automatically, right? That's number one. So as a legacy behind that, and that comes with teaching, and then so I had inquired about the book, and I'm like, like everybody's gonna ask a million questions, but the simple blueprints for people who are engineerically, inclined and stuff like that, follow behind you, like you said, and maybe build something that's better. And then the process is like, it takes more than one. And I mean, it's probably gonna take all of us to get the styrofoam that can't be recycled right now. You know what I'm saying? And then now we're gonna save America money instead of sending that waste to China. You know what I'm saying? We can use it for ourselves and become more independent and stuff like that. And then, energy is free. You know what I'm saying? Water is free, growing and stuff like that. So it was like, I felt just like how you felt, like just put it in the car. Refine it if you need to, but you could just put it in the car. What if you can't go to the gas station? What if you need to move somewhere? Now you learned something that can help you. You know what I mean? So, that's what it's about. And the universe is with you, man. That's more than any type of negativity. Anybody can even ignore that completely.
Of course. Well, thank you, man. And yeah, and concerning your question about that, what I'll do is this, right? The book, yes. So right now, I don't have formal blueprints, right? What I do have is a YouTube channel where I've shown me building the machine, right? The measurements and all that. Now, I'm going to have actual formal blueprints come out at some point. The book is going to be kind of more of, the background stuff behind it, the things, people always ask me like, oh, what inspired you? People ask, oh, how did you find your research papers? The book is going to be more on that type of thing. But the book is going to be one volume. There's going to be another volume of the book that's going to be more blueprint oriented. But this first book is going to come out kind of giving you the baseline on where you start mentally. What type of research do you do? What type of thing do you look up? So that, because here's the thing, right? You could build the machine, but not understand the process. And then what good is it? You're not going to be able to improve. But if you understand the process, not only will you build the machine, but you'll make better machines than even what I've made. So that's why I value education so much, because I'm trying to inspire the next people. People always say, what happens if something happens to me? Well, if something happens to me, I've inspired people and educated so much that somebody else is going to build it and build it better than I ever did. So that's where I'm standing. So that's exactly what the book is going to be, to get you in the mental place to understand this on a deeper level.
Absolutely, bro. Yo, man, like I said, the universe is with you. My ancestors, right? My ancestors, we already did it. These are my ancestors. We already did it. You know what I'm saying? And so just know that the universe is with you, man. And just do what you got to do, bro.
For sure. For sure. I appreciate you, man. I got some other people that want to come in, but thank you so much, man.
Salute.
Peace. All right, let me let you in now. See you on the Discord. Oh, you were just raising your hand. But yeah, you want to come in now, see. What's up, man? Hello? Hello? You have a lot of... Oh, yeah, I need to let you in, Mr. Clean. My bad. I'll let you in a second here. Yo, are you here, C? Yes or no? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, he's not here. All right, we're letting Mr. Clean. What's up?
Okay, you know, I got a quick question.
What's up?
It's been puzzling me. I see how you be hustling and all everything, you know. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I was trying to come over there. Give me some that free gasoline. Bring my own plastic and everything that I got here. Because I have women at my house. They have brushes. So I'm like, I said, hold up. It's called about a recycle. But anyway, my real question is, where's that damn guitar? You let me, you can't run that.
Yeah, I gotta get back to it.
In the beginning, you had one reactor. I
Right.
saw that. Then you had the number two, and then kind of you, we faded away, and then you just exploded again all over my family. And I understand about the capacitors. You said when you have to take things out of it, so because some capacitors still have charge in them.
Right, you gotta discharge them.
So you take pliers and pull it out, and it discharges.
Yeah, you touch the positive and negative end with the plier to short it, and it will discharge any electricity that's still in there. They gotta be insulated pliers, though.
Oh.
If they're not insulated, it's gonna go to you.
Y'all get in where you fit in, because I'm thinking myself, okay, he's doing all this hard work. When is he getting that guitar in? Come over here for the guitar.
Yeah, and I'll be real with you, man. I haven't played guitar in a bit, but you know. But I'm gonna get back to it, though. I'm gonna get back to it because it is a cool part of a good way to break up the live stream. Right now I've been building these reactors on live streams. So that's pretty much been it. But once we get the reactors built and stuff, we start to show off it running engines and all that. Yeah, we're gonna start doing all that type of stuff again.
That's my other quick question. How much electricity are you running out of that house to run the reactors?
Well, Mark IV, my latest one, it was 25 kilowatt hours, or the equivalent, pretty much the equivalent of running a dryer.
Is your electricity bill expensive or no?
No, like for a whole month of running the Mark IV reactor, it was just $100, and that's running it every single day, putting in how many pounds of plastic? 600 pounds of plastic, just $100.
What you say? Hey, don't forget me about the guitar, please.
Yeah, and the cleaning, right? You want to sweep the floors, right?
I'm that one that's gonna come over there. I already tell you, I'm you and I, my own crew. You go do what you do, and we do what you do.
Cleaning crew.
Everything's clean in the back.
For sure. All right, for sure, man. Appreciate you, man, always. All right, let's see. All right, next we got C on Discord. All right, I'm inviting you up to speak now, C. What's up?
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully, got figured out now.
Okay, what's up?
Weird. So I was just curious, about the physics and the chemistry. Like, is there some kind of plastics that work better than others? Can you basically shove all kinds in at the same time? Like, how does that process work for each material?
Yes, certain types do work better. Certain types have more fuel attributes than others. For example, some plastics like styrofoam might have more gasoline fractions, while some plastics like water bottle caps might have more diesel-esque fractions in them. However, you can put them all in together. My machine just destroys anything that goes in there. You can mix plastic with food, wood, whatever. But if you want to be scientific and have exact, variables and know what you're getting out, and you should pretty much keep it to the same type of plastic because they all do give you different amounts of things. And then even at that, the same type of plastic will give you different types of fuels at different temperatures and different pressures and with different catalysts. So there's so many variables with pyrolysis that it's kind of hard to just consolidate into just one thing. And that's why I always tell people we have to refine or distill the oil after we make it to know what it is. Because if you don't refine or distill it, who knows what the heck that is. Even if you use the same type of plastic over and over again, once again, if the temperatures are slightly different, pressures are slightly different, filters or catalysts are slightly different, you might have a completely different type of fuel. But thank you for your question.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Godflow asks, hey, how do I invest in NatureJab.com? Osama been paid. Still at the top of the Instagram list to come in. I tried to let you in before Osama been paid, but I guess you didn't accept it or something because it didn't go through. Hey, much love to Tennessee, Antonio. I'm from Tennessee. That's where I was born. What happens with other plastics? Do you get any nitrogen-containing compounds from polyester or ABS? What about aromatics like styrene or terephtalates? So a lot of these things, like, plastic has like BPA in it, right? Here's the thing. You gotta remember, things like BPA and all these things are organic molecules. This machine destroys anything organic. So, a lot of these things that, like, you would think might be an issue in this reactor, they're just going to be destroyed because these aren't, like, minerals or, these are organic molecules. But things like styrenes and benzenes are things that usually tend to exist afterwards. So you have to do certain filters or catalytic reforming to deal with them. Terephthalates really get destroyed, to be honest, Davis, at least from my research. Let me let in Asan Ford. Oh, yeah, Osama been paid, did not want to come in. What's up, Asan Ford? You're invited to come up on the Discord.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, cool. I have continued to do my research on pyrolysis. One of the things that I was interested in, and one of the things that I wanted to have a conversation with you about, because I think there's big money in it, is the pyrolysis of coal into coke. The pyrolysis of coal releases a lot of different hydrocarbons. A lot of them are usable as fuel, but they also releases ammonia, which is interesting because it's useful as a fertilizer.
Right.
If you took the ammonia that it released and you took the what they call coke, which is basically just carbon solids, and you boiled the ammonia with beneficial bacteria, nitrifying bacteria, you would immediately turn all of that ammonia into nitrates and then into nitrites, which would infuse into that coke,
right,
to turn it into a very rich biochar.
Biochar, exactly.
You got all the ingredients necessary to make a really potent fertilizer.
Yeah, and then here's the thing too, Hassan. Carbon or coke is one of the best microwave absorbers on the planet. So my machine, like, we would not even have to modify the machine in terms of how it operates to do pyrolysis of the coal and the carbon at all, by any degree. So, that's something that I'm interested in, the different pyrolysis of different things. My priority is plastic waste because plastic waste is in our oceans at this big scale and stuff, and I want to propose a viable solution to deal with that. But after we get that sorted, I would love to dwell into these type of things. And once again, going back to what I said before, hell, maybe somebody else may have seen this and said, you know what, microwave pyrolysis, microwaves are very absorptive within carbon. Carbon is a great microwave receptor, and I know that microwaves operate efficiently because he's proved it with his machine, NatureJab. So now I'm going to build my own microwave pyrolysis reactor specifically for coal. Personally, I just want to get this technology out there. I don't care who does it. I think that since this technology is so good and there's so many applications to it, and it's gonna be the solution to all of our waste as a human race.
But did you see the pictures that I put of the coking plants in the Discord server? It's under the science section. There's a lot to be done there because coal as an industry is dying. It's on its last legs, primarily because they reached peak coal a long time ago. We're breaking the bottom of the barrel as far as coal is concerned.
Yeah.
But this could be the shot in the arm that we need to revitalize the energy industry and to turn it green, so that they're actually producing something that's beneficial. Biochar, activated biochar, is a powerful greenhouse gas absorber. It pulls carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, to fuel all the little bacteria and stuff that live in it.
Yeah, and you know, like we also can make biochar from the actual carbon from the plastic as well, because you know we're kind of going back to it now. Now you said that with the pyrolysis of coal, ammonia is released, which is a huge plus. But also with the pyrolysis of plastic, maybe not ammonia is not released, but of course we get a very high porous surface area, dry carbon product, which can be boiled in the same way to do the same thing as well. So I mean, it's two separate things, but they line up perfectly together, and that's something I'm definitely interested in. Thank you for your question. I got to let some other people in. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to let people in here on the Instagram. Most of these people don't come in. Whatever. Nitro gloves have nitrogen that can end up in the plastic. Well, here's the thing. So if it ended up in the plastic, it'll be nitrates, right? But that's only assuming the nitrogen broke down to begin with, because they actually use nitrogen within the reactors because nitrogen is so inert. They use nitrogen to actually push out the oxygen as an inert gas. So the chance of nitrogen actually becoming, like, getting in the fuel, nitrogen probably would end up being in the gas product, the natural gas product, and then you burn it, nitrates. But the actual oils, I don't really think there'll be much nitrates in that oil because nitrogen is a pretty inert gas. It doesn't like to react with things, but, it could. We're going to let in G on the Discord. But all these types of things I'm just speaking anecdotally, theorizing, hypothesizing. We honestly got to do these tests, these scientific tests. What's up?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Doing something with my speaker here. But yeah, sorry. So I was the guy in what do you call it? The Twitch asking, like, how do you invest? How are you going about that?
Well, right now, we're at the place right now where this machine is still being built and the valuation is not realistic at where it is right now for what we all know this technology is worth. So currently investments are not being accepted, but you could apply to be an investor and to be in the system, to be notified when they are opened up by going on naturejab.com/invest.
Could a link be put in, like, the Twitch or something? So
yeah, I'll type it in there. I'll type it in there for you.
I appreciate that.
All right, appreciate you, man. Yep. naturejab.com/invest. All right. Did you go to college? No. I did not go to college. The internet allows you to learn so much. If you want to learn something and specialize in something, the internet is college, essentially. Is it real? Yeah, look up plastic into fuel on Google, and you'll see that it's real. How ohms? We're at 2.45 gigahertz, not ohms. What's up?
Oh, hey man, I must have forgot to unrequest. I was on the Discord and I was the one who pitched the cannonball run idea.
Oh, okay, yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Zeus, I'll add you. Where's Zeus? Here you go.
Hey, man. What's the word?
Well, I'm good, man. What's up with you?
Nothing much. Hey, bro. You gotta be careful, man.
I mean, personally,
I work in the industry, bro. Like, I know you safe. I know you got probably strong people around you. You gotta be careful, though, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be rude and shit. Like, just, it's word around town. Just be careful, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I work with a big network. But yeah, like, we know. You know what I'm saying? You got a bright idea, man. I'm gonna DM you and shit. We gonna I'll invest into your shit, but they probably gonna be on my ass after I'm on this live and shit too. Like, all these little fake accounts that you be seeing, they don't be having real shit. Motherfuckers that be watching in real life. So you gotta just be careful,
Yeah. And I'll keep it real with you. I personally think that there's more caution around random people than there is, big companies or something,
Yeah,
It's not even. It's not even. It's not even.
Thank you for buying the badge, soul. Yeah, go on.
The first thing is, I don't know if you got any offers yet for your idea or not. But the first thing is, you got your idea patent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing they gonna do is they gonna hit you with, and I'm gonna keep it 100 because they gonna be at my door. I already know they gonna be at my door. This happened before. So the first thing they gonna do is they gonna buy your idea from you. And if you say hell no to their idea and they're buying it from you, then they gonna come for your ass probably. But yeah, you gotta just be careful, my guy. I already put myself at risk, but you got a bright day. You smart, man. How old are you?
20.
Yeah. 20 years old, man. You got a long head. You got a long future ahead of you. Just stay safe, man. Keep that motherfucker on you. You hear me?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Keep the motherfucker on you.
Appreciate you, man. All right. Peace. Oh, Instagram went out again. Can't let anybody. You know, I know what I think it is because we've been on Instagram for more than 15 minutes now. But I've let in a certain amount of people, and now I won't let anybody else be let in. So thank you for buying another badge on the Instagram. Truly, I appreciate everybody that's contributed, everybody that's donated. It means so much. Mark 4.5. But yeah, I think that after I let in so many people, it does that. We should look into raising venture capital. Yeah, I'm not very interested in giving up equity, especially this early. Maybe in the future at a very low amount. But right now, with the valuation, without having a proper business plan in effect, people want a lot for a little. I'll say it like that. With pyrolysis, you get so many products, especially from plastics, many of which can be toxic. You have to get your carbon up over 500 degrees preferably. My carbon gets over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit because Pete, we have there's you've seen a lot of my videos, Pete, because you're on the YouTube, and you've seen the body temperature of my machine. I think the highest it got was probably 1,000 or at least 950 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's the body. And we have to remember that microwaves heat from the inside out. So for the body to be 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, that means the nucleation hot points of the carbon and plastic itself is probably close to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 1,000 degrees C, which is absolutely crazy to think about for microwaves alone doing that. But it's getting that hot, the organic things are being completely destroyed at that point. Like at that point, we're just carbon and minerals left, baby. All these organic oils and terephtalates and BPA, they're just being absolutely ransacked with energy and power. I made that video today about the microplastic thing. Like people want to say, oh, we're gonna put microplastics in the air. I'm like, microplastics, they can't even exist at these types of temperatures, and that this reactor operates at. Let alone the fact that there's no oxygen in there either. Would you be interested to black students in Toronto? What do you mean interested? You mean to teach? I might be interested to teach any type of students anywhere. So yeah, if anybody has any type of situation where I can speak or something, yeah, I'm always interested to educate people more and more. But anyways, looks like we got nobody else on the Discord that wants to come in. Obviously, I can't let people in on the Instagram. We got one person on the TikTok. We'll let Kevo in and then we'll call it a night.
You okay with me?
Yeah.
So my question is, how do you avoid getting toxins, breathing in fumes or something?
If the machine is leaking or something, I put on a respirator. But the machine itself, when operating properly, has no emissions or fumes, so I usually don't have to worry about that.
So wait, so when the microwaves are breaking down the plastics, there's no fumes released?
No, because the fumes turn into the products that we want to collect. They turn into the fuel. So if we leak those fumes, we're losing fuel.
Right. But there's no combustion.
No. It's pyrolysis, which is when you break something down without combustion, without oxygen.
Okay. So it's okay, I get it. That's crazy. So no byproducts while you're working the machine.
The byproducts and waste products and emissions are literally the fuels. So we don't want to waste those. We don't want to just be breathing those in because those are the fuels.
So it literally just incinerates everything.
Incineration is when you burn something and set it on fire. This is pyrolysis, which is when you don't use fire because there's no oxygen. So the proper term is to pyrolyze everything.
Lies. Okay. That's so cool, man. Yo, keep up the great work, man.
Thank you, man. Truly. Appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody that has stopped by for the Q&A tonight. Tomorrow, around midday, what we're going to do... Soul, it's going to be... Well, you're a subscriber, Soul, so I'll be able to see you. So yeah, you can reach out to me on the DM. I'll find you. But I was going to say, if you're not a subscriber on Instagram or something, you want to message me, your best bet is email. And even then, I get so many of those, too. I can't guarantee that either. But anyways, yeah, thank everybody for stopping by. Oh, we got one person on the Discord left. They call me something. We'll let him in, and then we're calling the Q&A there. But tomorrow, guys, we're going to be cutting the propane tanks to build Mark 4.5 live. Hello?
Yes?
Hey.
Hi. Okay, so good night, by the way. I wanted to ask you, I've been thinking about this. When would you say so far has been your proudest moment of your achievements and accomplishments? That's my question, and I hope that you're well. Yeah.
Thank you. What will be my proudest moment? You know, most people probably would immediately think it was like when we ran the truck, but I actually want to say that was my proudest moment. I would say my proudest moment was building my Mark IV machine, and I'll tell you why. My Mark IV machine was a complete hypothesis, right? The utilization of the agitating blades in there and the setup where the magnetrons were positioned, and even just the idea of, you know, trying to make a semi-continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor. It was all a theory, right? And you couldn't find a blueprint online. I was building completely just off of my own evidence and just coming together with my YouTube community. So we built it, and it worked. And then we actually calculated the numbers, and we actually ended up extracting more energy out of the plastic than the energy it took to run the machine. It just gave me the green light, because it's like, wow, this actually worked genuinely, and I got to document it for everybody to see for the rest of history. And now we know if I can do this at a home scale with scrapyard microwaves and propane tanks, imagine with the right type of materials. It just opens up your mind to like how far this would go. Because now, because of Mark IV was shown to be successful, I knew what to patent for Mark V, and now I know what design to take for Mark 4.5. It's all kind of based on that same type of basic design that we have proved to work. So that was my most proud moment up to this point. Thank you for that question. You still here? Oh. All right. Well, there we have it, guys. Thank you very much for the Q&A. Thank you, everybody that has stopped by. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be live streaming around midday. My time, I'm EST. Me cutting the propane tanks and getting them, starting to get them ready for welding and stuff. Like, we're really building Mark 4.5, taking you guys along for the journey too. So make sure you're there. Patent this. We're already patent pending, baby. 5 steps ahead, perspicacity for you right there. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Good night or good morning wherever you are, or good midday. Good brunch, good lunch, and you guys take care.